If you just bought the DJI Mic 2 and are looking for the best settings, I dug into the manual and found the best settings so that you don't have to. So here are the 5 things that you need to know right off the bat to get the best audio experience. I recently just switched from the Rode Wireless Go 2 to the DJI Mic 2, and although these things will work straight out of the box, it will work even better after dialing in these settings. First off, you want to choose the right camera model. DJI has built-in profiles for you to match with your cameras. Unfortunately, not all cameras of the world are mentioned on this little guy, but if yours is on here, go ahead and set it to your appropriate camera so that you can get the best profile with the best settings. Swipe down, go over to receiver settings, slide over to the recommended camera settings, and then just choose your brand. Mine is the Sony, and mine is specifically the FX30 all the way towards the end. I'm using the Sony FX30, and here's what it's like with the settings off. Okay, right now, this is with the camera model settings turned off for the Sony FX30 in the receiver. But again, camera volume is set to 1. Got the hard drive in the background. See if you find a difference. And here's what it's like with the settings on. Okay, right now you're listening to the DJI Mic 2 with the camera settings turned on for the Sony FX30 inside the receiver. The camera volume is set to 1, and we have a hard drive in the background here. But regardless of whether or not your camera is listed, save your time and your power with this setting alone, the auto on and auto off. For auto on, I'm gonna slide down, go over to receiver settings, slide over all the way to power on, off, camera simultaneously, and leave that on. Great, now when we go ahead and connect this guy to our camera via the 3.5mm jack out to the side, it will automatically turn on itself when we turn on the camera. And then of course when we turn off the camera, this will also power down at the same time. Great, right? Well, what if we don't want to stop recording? Like, in some cases we want to prevent our talent from stopping the recording accidentally, like for a bride and groom before their ceremony. Well, fortunately, that's where record stop lock comes in handy in the transmitter settings. All right, we're gonna go ahead and swipe down, go over to transmitter settings, slide over to record stop lock, toggle it on. Now when we hit record on our transmitter, or when we take it out of the case with auto record, it can't be turned off until we go ahead and turn off the setting in our transmitter settings again. Or if we go ahead and really intentionally press and hold the power button to stop the recording, and also the device. Now, even if we manage to get the audio intact, it doesn't guarantee that the quality of the audio is good. So for our 4th setting to turn on, we have 32-bit float. Yes, the DJI Mic 2 does come with a safety feature that has one microphone records 6 decibels lower than the other. But 32-bit float will give you more than enough room to bring up or bring down your audio to get it just right when editing. When you're running and gunning with unpredictable environments and scenarios, this is the way to go. All right, we're gonna slide down here. We're gonna go over to transmitter settings. Slide over to 32-bit float recording. Switch that on. Here's how much I was able to record without it on. And then here's how much I was able to save or retain. But what if you want to record a podcast or just simply record 2 different people? Then we want to go ahead and make sure that our audio is set to stereo instead of mono. This is to be able to make sure that we have the cleanest audio from both people speaking. Let's say we're even at a wedding and we want to record the bride on the left track and the groom on the right track. The groom is going to be in the middle of his vows while the bride is just bawling her eyes out, sniffling and making all these exercises and maybe even whimpering like, oh, it's just so sweet. Yeah, we can go ahead and just remove the bride's audio because we separated the tracks. We're able to preserve the groom's vows for a voiceover for a highlight video or maybe even a same day edit without even having to worry about the sniffling audio from the bride's mic. It's perfectly natural, it's all good, no embarrassment. Let's just put that away for the final edit. For podcasts, if you want to go ahead and clip someone's best audio, it'll be good to be able to mute the other person or even lower their audio in case it may be distracting. But if you're worried about keeping both tracks left and right separate when it comes to the headphones, well, you can go ahead into your video editing software, go to your audio settings, and just make sure that you turn both audio tracks into dual mono tracks so that you can hear from both sides of your speakers or headphones. Otherwise, just go into your receiver settings and switch stereo to mono if none of this applies to you. Now, because you made it up to this point of the video, I got one more bonus tip for you, which is connecting your transmitter to 3 different devices, or at least if you have the true transmitter bundle. You see, for our first device, we have our receiver, which is of course included, but then we can go ahead and use each of our transmitters and go into Bluetooth mode. And then one of these can connect to our phone, while our other can connect to our, let's say, DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Yeah, it'll probably help if we label these guys to show which one will connect to what Bluetooth device. But anywho, how do we do this? Let's go ahead and take out our first transmitter, make sure that it's powered on, and you'll make sure that the green light is on. Next, we're gonna go ahead and press and hold our record button, and that's just until we have the blue blinking light. Then we wanna go ahead and have our phone ready, go through the Bluetooth settings, and then we'll go ahead and press and record this linking button right above the power button on the transmitter. And then you'll notice that it's blinking much more rapidly. Now it should pop up on your phone's Bluetooth settings, and now you just have to go ahead and select it, and you're good to go. I prefer to use the Blackmagic camera app, which allows you to select the audio source and have your DJI Mic 2 as the audio microphone. If you want to use both transmitters, then just connect the DJI receiver to your phone via the included adapter inside the case. And if you want to go ahead and connect the second transmitter to your DJI Osmo Pocket 3, repeat the same process when it comes to the transmitter. And then with the Pocket 3, you want to go ahead and make sure that it's turned on, and you want to go ahead and swipe down for the top menu, go to the settings in the bottom left hand corner, hit wireless mic right up top, and if you already have a wireless transmitter with a creator combo, you can go ahead and hit transmitter 2, and then go ahead and press and hold that linking button right above the power button on your transmitter, and it should pop right up. That's it. Let me know if I missed anything good. Otherwise, I got Pocket 3 settings right over here as well, or the accessories that I go ahead and use to make the most of my experience over here.